Hello, how are you? I hope you are doing so well. It is always good here in the kingdom of God. Let's move your light so you can see it better. It's a little off. You see, yeah, full view, but fuel is what came out. That's very funny, Lord. Yeah, look at that. And you also see how the frame of that makes it look like it's 3D. Like, of course it's 3D, but if you could just imagine it just in air and energy. Beautiful. I love it. Well, welcome. We are just going to do a late night reading. I'm doing a collective again. I will be finishing placement soon. I also opened up 10 spots for coaching, and tomorrow I will be doing a happy birthday Leo reading. So welcome. We're just going to see what comes out, and then I'm going to head to bed. So I hope you're doing so well. I feel like you could use a hug right now. Yeah, exactly. This card right here is coming out to me. Let's see what that is. The Lovers. This one too here, 5 of Swords. Yeah, a lot of just, oh God, a lot of overthinking about, you know, of course it's twin flame. It's so funny how Jehovah has me work, because he'll have me work in zodiacs and then we'll wait a while, and he'll have me work in twin flames and he'll have me wait a while, and then we'll just move on from there and keep it grooving. But I really appreciate it, because at the same time, we're not constantly looking for twin flame energy. That is always the same until this person behaves differently, including you. So look at this. We're looking at a 6 and we're looking at a 5 of 2s. Now when 5 of 2s comes out, this 5 of Swords, I absolutely love it, because that automatically just brings in our 5 loaves and our 2 fish, our red fish and our blue fish. So right here we have 11-11, masculine and feminine, but we also have Page of Swords. Beautiful. 6 and 5, 5 of 2s. With that 6 of 2s, you know, having this overthinking mindset over something 2 there that you don't even really have control over. You never had control over it. You were never able to gain control of it. So now you're trying to gain control of it in your head, and all that's doing is taking you further, 2, 3, 4 down this ascension. This 5 of Swords, I mean, look at, there's just so many thoughts here, and she's got her head in her face, like, oh my God, I just don't know what to do. Like, no matter what I put into the pot, it's never going to give me what I want. But then here's this Lovers card, our overall major arcana, our very first card that came out. I love that so much. This is the 3 and the 3, but the power comes from the 2 overall. 5 of Swords tells me that we have that Hierophant energy, because that 5 has to be there first before that root can come out, that major to that minor, and that 2 of Swords. 5 of Swords comes in 3-11, but we said 2 of Swords. There's 3 extra swords there, honey. All this overthinking. Yeah, to allow you to continue this balance, of external and internal from masculine and feminine. We just saw 3-2-3 there. But now we also have this Page energy, this Justice energy. And it's like, why are you overthinking it when you know it's yours? Why are you overthinking it when it comes back to you? Because it resonates, because it belongs to your energy in the positive light. 6 and 5, there's that 11-11. So then Page of Swords is here. And so there's something that your inner children are just ascending and rising above, as the old parts of them are being shedded away at the same time, to give you this overall viewpoint of what you are deemed worthy of. All of the work that you put in, no matter what happens, it's still going to work out in your favor, no matter how much you try to control it, no matter how much you try to find the answers, no matter how much you try to I want to use the word manipulate for 11, but manipulate is always like a negative term to me, and it's not how I'm taking that energy. You're trying to manipulate it where you can still be in the good, positive, spiritual juju, but then you're still manipulating it. You're still trying to control it. You're still trying to have reins over it, when surrendering energy is very here. Especially if we have a 5 of Swords. Can you imagine if we had a 6 of Swords? Then we would have that Knight of Swords. Well, then this also would bring in the 11 to the 12. Well, that 12 is coming in, that Hanged Man energy, that suffering within the surrendering, 444, that needs to take place here. 5 of 2s within this 6. So obviously we're going to have 5 of Wands on the one side of that, and a 5 of 3s on the next side of that. 6 is here, But we don't even see the 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s because we're still very present in our past way of thinking, our very past present mindset. But look at, honey, you've got your feminine and your masculine right there on the inside. So wouldn't this have to project onto the outside too? And if you're projecting this, 511, very funny, Lord. If you're projecting this, you're not going to be able to set positive intentions and positive energy towards allowing it to come back to you in the proper way that it's supposed to. God's just saying, you know what? You're trying to control it. You're trying to control it. You're trying to control it. So the more that you try to control, I'm just going to let you do it because you think you know. And my child, you do not know. And you're just 2 steps away, 2 by 2, from allowing all this emotional stability to come in to be able to fuel this potential on. Remember, fuel? And allow this to come in for you, sweetheart. Allow this to come in for you big time, because this inner 2s with these 6s, that 2 of Swords that we saw, is only going to back brace that to go the opposite direction. So you'll have the 6 of Wands, the victory, the 6 of 2s, being able to sail away mentally from the island that you put yourself on. 6 of 3s is returning home to yourself. So there's that internal energy, 611 right there. And then 6 of 4s, which is on the back side of this 5 of 4s over here. So do we see now how there's 24 cycles within there to keep your days going and to keep you moving and to give you everything that you've ever wanted, from -12 to +12. I love it so much. Let's see what else is here, Lord. 6 and 5 too. I really feel like it's been about 3 to 5 years of this twin flame situation here. It's also as if it's very much separated. It's very much separated, which is a lot of the twin flame vibe right now, is separation coming together to heal within this twin flames wave that we're picking up on. A lot of it is the chaser has been doing the work. The chaser has been set free. The chaser has been living their best life, while the runner is finally starting to pick up the opposite end of that spectrum. And then now that they're being deemed worthy of healing because the chaser did first, the runner is now catching up to the chaser. Which is why that 5 of Swords is very present there. That's like Jezebel energy, and we don't want that. 717 there within that twin flame portal as well. This only confirms that twin flame portal reading that I did with that 717 popping up, and when that was when I said it. That dark night of the soul, this portal is bringing in this cleansing and this awakening for this masculine. And I mean, even look at, we have to have divine union before the lovers can come in, and the divine union is the present major arcana that we're sitting in. Divine union has to be in and out of both twin flames. 6 of Swords there. Very funny, Lord. I love that. Look at this. 5 of Swords, 6 of Swords. Here comes this 6 of 2s, 6 of 2s. We already said that. I called it. I knew it was coming. So here it goes. This 5 of Swords is where this standstill is for this runner. I want to say this is masculine. I'm just picking it up. I need to wait there when I looked. And now this 6 of Swords is really just on the back side of this card here, is it not? Pew. But it's negative. It's depolarizing because it has yet to be accepted because of this crap. So when this 5 of 2s can depolarize and flip Missy Elliott, I'm going through, flip it down and reverse it. Whatever that song is just coming through my head here, but sheesh. Here's the 6 of 2s, and we're talking about sailing away from that island that we put ourselves on. And when we put ourselves on there is because we found value. We felt valuable to stay there. We felt safe and comfortable. And this island isn't just one between 2 lovers. It's one between 2 inner children as well. And what Lord is saying is that the separation on the inside has to come together as one before the separation on the outside can come together as one. You are your own twin flame first. And your fuel is what's fueling this masculine runner, supposedly. 9/11 was just there to come back home. But within this 11/11, I mean, we saw it. We talked about that 11/11 yesterday. I love it very much. And this is somewhat of an extension of that, I bet. Okay. Lord, let's do this Lover's card. What's going on with this Lover's card here? And I love this too, because this is mutual. The 5 is here and the 6 is here. Well, 65 is divine feminine. So that divine feminine is really calling this emperor home. And he's the one on the external, the pentacles that we're going to see in, be able to balance himself, and that 5 and 6 are going to be there. Well, he's going to be able to give himself that equal give and take within his moral ethics and codes and have everything restored back to him, which means it'd have to go back to the empress too, wouldn't it? With inside of him. And if this empress is being restored inside of the emperor, then wouldn't it be the opposite way around as well? The emperor is being restored inside of the empress. Lover's decision, right? Yeah, Lord, let's do that Lover's card. I want to see what that is. It's very both mutual mindsets as well. Wow. Before we talk about that, very mutual mindsets as well. I mean, the feminine and the masculine, they're both in their swords. They're both thinking about each other. They're both like, no, I can't do this. I can't get it to control. I can't. I can no longer surrender, but I can no longer just sit by and not do anything either, because it continues to come back to me. But that's just the way the devil's working through you, through that Jezebel spirit. Now, this 6 of Swords is here. And this 6 of Swords is only going to help us move this potential energy back towards that 6. Because here's the 6 of Swords, and it has to come back down this way. But it also has to go up this way. So now the 6 of Swords is going to go back over this way, up to the Pentacles and the Cups in between, to go back to that 6 of Swords. So it's constantly having to go back and forth to where it came from, which is why the infinities come in, the strength, the inside and the outside. But it really belongs to the body. 1111. Thank you, Lord. It belongs to the body of 2 lovers. All right, let's see with this Lover's confirmation here. We have the Death card. And that's very funny, because 1122 right there. What's very funny is that Death is in between that Hanged Man and that Temperance energy. And we already saw the Hanged Man. We already saw the suffering. We already saw the surrendering energy, which is 6 2 by 2 here. 6 2 by 2. There's 66 here. 13 is now here with this Death energy, which leads us back to that 4. We have 5 here. So we're looking at 4, 5, and 6. One more time. Wow, beautiful. Oh my God, the Hanged Man was right there the whole time. And look at, we talked about that Hanged Man has to come before that Death card. The Hanged Man is upside down. It has yet to be acknowledged. It has yet to be accepted. It has yet to be repolarized in the right energy for you, my dear. And what's going on is that it's mutual. It's mutual, because every single time that you want to kill it off, every single time you die, every single time you're like, oh God, not this twin flame again. All right, I'll just cry my eyes out for 3 days and I'll miss them very much. But there's nothing that you can do. And if the Lovers is here, that means that we also have the Empress and the Emperor before that Hierophant. And so it's very much in control of that Empress in order, 1, 2, 3, 4, in order to come back and bring that returning energy. That returning energy will come within that Death energy, within that being born anew, the sun and the moon, the day and the night. The overall balance, though, is that star on the inside, the inner girl and the inner boy, the Lovers. I love it. Let's see what this was. The High Priestess. Shut up. See, here's this masculine one more time. This masculine one more time. I have to say masculine, because the Lovers is in charge of this, and the Lovers stems from the Empress first. It's 2 of her. So here comes this High Priestess, and we've been talking about that too. 2 of Swords, right? Well, here comes the High Priestess, who's going to be born anew, because this death finally happened within our flesh scientific test tube here that holds us back from our inner being. And then here the suffering will be done and over with, because they're finally going to open up and understand why every single side of the sword was as shiny or intoxicating as it was. I love that so much. There's so much higher arcana here too, honey. I mean, we have 2, 6, 12, and 13. 2, 6, 12, and 13. Well, 2 and 6 is 12. And then 13 is just that one more potential energy left over. You know, like you clean your plate, but then you can lick it. It's the lick it part. It's the lick it part. My goodness. And that High Priestess is coming in within this person, this runner, this masculine. They're finally seeing their true state. And when this happens, all the dots are going to start connecting. 1411. Lord, let's do that 5 of Swords. With, yeah, this in this runner paradigm. Yeah. Runner awakening. Wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Thank you, Lord. Okay, well, this one came down first. Let's see. Eight of Swords in the negative. No, he wants it positive. It's positive because I didn't pick it up right. Okay. This Eight of Swords. Well, we talked about that 4. And now 4, 2 by 2 is going to be 8. But we have 5, 6, and then 8 of Swords here. We're missing that 7 of Swords. And that 7 of Swords is what came out last night. And that is now this present, past to present illusion that we are stuck in, because that 7 of Swords still isn't, it's right here. You're joking me, Lord. It's right here. 7 of Swords. It still is the present place, and it's still what is keeping this masculine down. Oh my God. What's in my hand then? What's in my hand? Let's see. 4 of Pentacles. You are joking me, Father. All right, y'all. If you watched that twin flame reading last night, ooh, if not, you probably should, and then come back to this. But I never know when it's going to be an extension. I just am obedient and I follow the rules here. But we have plenty of confirmations here with this energy. That High Priestess came out, 4 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords here, 6 of Swords. And then that Lover's card came out as well. I love it so much. But see, now let's go back to this 8 of Swords, because this 8 of Swords is only causing this mutual interference within this mirror. So this is why this Empress is clearly knowing, like, oh, something is just going on. I'm off my rocker too. My High Priestess is sitting there saying, no, follow your gut, follow your intuition, continue to move forward no matter what death may come, because it's just going to kill you and make you stronger. It's just going to shed everything away from you that's not serving you, because Luke 12:49, he brings division, not peace. Peace comes from the act of self-forgiveness, surrendering, no more suffering. Now I love this so much, because as this 8 of Swords comes out with this 7 of Swords, it's only back bracing the opportunity to go back to that 5 of Swords, because you're still, the divine masculine is still holding himself back to that 5, the old way that he operated, his comfort zone. And then the more that he does that, the more interference he gets, the more SOS, I need help, the more I want to talk to my Empress, the more I hear her, the more I'm starting to understand those are not my thoughts, those are hers. Everything just brings him so much closer to this feminine chaser, who's no longer the chaser. She's just sitting there looking pretty, like we saw last night, right? So that 5 of Swords within that 8 of Swords and that 7 of Swords, very funny, and that 4 of Pentacles. Now we have an Ace of Swords in between there. So we have 5, 6, 11 of Swords. There brings in that Page of Swords. And then we have 8 and 7 Swords. So that's 15. So 11 and 15, that's 26 Swords. 13 and 13 right here. So 24 times plus that 2 more once again within that ascension to make that 26. I love it so much. 26 also is 6 of Swords. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Now, we also saw this 4 of Pentacles. And this 4 of Pentacles is hanging upside down because that control has yet to be found, but it's there, it's present. We must take acknowledgement for it. It just has yet to be accepted. And once this communication can happen of this equal give and take from the inside to the outside, and the stress can be taken away, all that's going to come in is balance and room for more. That's everything that's good. Okay, let's do that 6 of Swords. Lord, let's do the 6 of Swords here. I love it so much. Being adaptable to change. Oh my God, that 2 of Swords came out, you guys. Shut up. Oh, so 2, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There's very much mutual overthinking here, but mutual telepathic messages. And now that this 2 of Swords came out, it's like accepting things and then coming in again. Accepting things and then coming in again. Revelation after revelation after revelation. The dots are connecting. I love it. Now, what's missing here? This 3 of Swords and this 4 of Swords, which leads to this 7 of Swords. So this body of Christ is being divided from itself to be born anew, and that's why it's just so stressful. It's this masculine, you guys. It's this masculine. It has to be, especially if it's being extended from last night. So now we have that 26 Swords, and now we're going to add 2 more, and that's 28 Swords. 28. I love that so much. 2 8s. Which is really 2 7s plus 1. All right, Lord, let's do more on this 6 of Swords and this 2 of Swords. So there's that 4 of Swords in between there as well. Where's the 3 of Swords in between, Lord? Right here. This 5 of Swords to 8 of Swords. And then this 2 of Swords to 6 of Swords. So we have 3 of Swords and Four of Swords. I love it. Still telepathic messages and still truthful and consistent. That Empress and the Emperor are clearly thinking about each other. This card here. Ace of Pentacles. You are joking me, Lord. Oh my gosh. Well, if the Ace of Fours is there, that means fire on earth, which also means that the swords and the cups were in between there. That Ace of Wands started first to backdoor this Ace of Pentacles. It's there. We just can't see it. So now we have that Ace of Swords and Ace of Cups in between there, which has yet to be accepted, but it clearly belongs. It clearly resonates. It clearly is making space for all of that to come in. Let's see what that card is. That Knight of Swords. You are joking me, Lord. He wants to come in on his broom. He does. He still does, and that's very much confirmation, because look at, I mean, even with this ascension of stress, it's still descending as it's building into this royalty of Swords and the royalty of Pentacles, because 2 by 2 in another paradigm shift, that's what would have to be there. We see the Pentacles here as well. 4 of Pentacles with that Ace of Pentacles is 5 of Pentacles, 2 by 2 from that 5 of Swords. So thank you, Father, for having my back. That was the very first thing, one of the things that we said there. All right, Lord, let's do one more with this. Yeah, thank you. Queen of Swords. See? I love it. Knight of Swords is coming in hot and heavy to communicate. There's so much interference. I can't stop thinking about you. And when I try to stop thinking about you, you just continue to come back and you return in my intuition here, because you are mine. No matter how much I suffer, no matter how much I try to control everyone else's around me, it always comes back to you in the new start that we could have. The unfinished business that needs to be made new again. And now this Knight of Swords, this Knightess of Swords also is bumping up to this Queen of Swords and this feminine truth. But then on the back side of that is that King of Swords, isn't it? So this is 21. So this ultimate renewal of truth and being able to come together mentally. I love it so much. Let's see the bottom of the deck. Page of Pentacles. You are joking me. I love it so much. That Page of Pentacles is the 4th inner child frequency reproducing itself. So if the Page of Pentacles is there, then that fire on earth has to meet one more time, because we've seen it here. So that Page of Pentacles is backdoored by that Page of Wands. But on the inside, in the inside, the feminine side, the inner powerhouse. Yeah. It's all the swords and the cups and being able to move forward. That Queen of Swords and King of Swords is making themselves present. Therefore, the King and Queen of Pentacles will therefore make themselves present. Once the inside can be cleaned, he speaks of, the outside will be cleaned and restored and reset. 2211 there. I love it. All right. Bottom of the deck. Page of Pentacles. Strength. Well, there's that 8 that we continue to see, right? It's only going to bring us back to temptation or allow us to go in and cleanse out anew. 8 of Cups there in the negative. Oh my God, 8 of Threes and 8 of Twos. So we're just missing that 8 of Wands and the 8 of Fours, that fire on earth. That's all masculine energy. It is all external, because air and water are what move our energy on the inside. But everything else, proxima distally, comes out our cephalocatl, head to toe, if I'm pronouncing that right, is going to be working in your favor no matter what. But that's just on the inside. Then we have to take accountability for the outside too. So if our inside is blocked at all, we're not going to be able to move forward. 10 of the 10 of Wheels. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I can't move forward until the strength is discovered and this person truly walks away. There's that Ace of Cups right there. I love it so much. I love it so much. Lord, let's grab we'll use the Sun and Moon. I also love it too, because we started off with that 6 and now we're ending with that 8. So this is all reconstruction of your 7 and your 7, honey. I love it so much, that Temperance energy, which we've already seen coming, because that 12, 13. So he's restoring this masculine runner's nervous system and allowing them to be able to have the fixed mindset to the growth mindset, be able to take control of their vessel, including their mind and their heart and their soul, be able to operate on each of those cycles. What's this one? King of Swords in the negative. Shut up. I love it. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, they're about to be coming back to each other on the inside here. Union is taking place for sure. 9 of Swords. Well, there it is. There it is. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. But that 2 is there. We need that 3 of Swords Well, the Ace of Swords, really. Ace of Swords, Three of Swords, Four of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Page of Swords for it to come out, but that's presently where we're at. This is all anxiety. All anxiety. One more card here, Lord, with this Nine of Swords, this King of Swords. I love that. Between the King and the Nine, too, that's 6 swords. Look at this, the Sun and the negative. There's just too much negative energy on the inside of this person's mental state to continue moving them forward in the right direction. But it's really just that dark night of the soul, that Tower energy that's taking place. I mean, we have Hanged Man here, Death, Temperance, and that Devil and the Tower come. So it's just this overall restoration of faith. But once it can be accepted, Jehovah will take over, because that star will come. And he is once again God's child. Lord, last messages here with this Lovers card. King of Wands, 25, 22 there. 25, 25, perfect. I see that. 25, 22, 25, 25, 3 in between there to restart it all over within that fire and earth. I love that so much. 25 also brings out that 5 and 2. It also brings out the 5 loaves and the 2 fish within that Lovers card there. Well, this King of Wands is this brand new king after the royalty starts over again. And this brand new king isn't negative. He's not harming himself. He's not harming another. He's just egoed out. That spiritual ego death has happened, and now it's just him in his presence, and him in his presence is what this queen wants more than anything. And she's still right there on the back side. Even though we can't see her, we know that she's there, and she belongs to the king. Lord, what else with this King of Wands? Last messages here. 6 of Pentacles and Queen of Swords. Shut up. Oh my God. Yeah, this clearly is just waiting period. There's a lot of telepathic energies that are coming in for this Empress, but she's like, nope, I'm see, 6 of Fours. We talked about that 24 coming out. I have the control on the inside, and I have the control on the outside. And no matter how many times my sun and moon go by because of my star, it has to go in my star and out my star, around the sun, in my star, around the moon, out my star, in the sun, out my star, in my star, out the star. It just consistently goes within that strength. And if that strength isn't strong enough for the masculine, it won't matter, because that feminine is overpowering her own strength as well in her own vessel. And it's clearly right here. We see that 6 of Pentacles, which we see from that Lovers, and then we see that Queen of Swords, which is confirmed right here again. I love it. Bottom of the deck. 8 of Wands. You are joking me. Queen of Cups. 3 of Pentacles in the negative. The other half to this, what she's offering here. I love it. I love it. 2 of Swords. You are joking me, Lord. Already confirmed there. And Prince of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Look at this. Page of Pentacles right here. Queen of Swords right here. Oops, as I just throw it away. What else was there? Queen, 3, 2 of Swords. That's right. I mean, multiple confirmations here of balance, of bringing in balance within that feminine pillar first, so that it can attach and move its way to that masculine pillar to bring it all back home again. That fire and earth within that air and water on the inside. The Tower in the negative. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's really going through this Tower moment. I want to see what's behind here. Ace of Cups. There's the Sun. Well, we have the Sun confirmed again, but look at it was finally positive. So the shift will happen. We just have to be patient. 7 of Cups there, and that Justice. Shut up. I love it. Look at. Look at King of Wands there. Oh my God. Empress. Yeah, there's a lot of work that this masculine runner needs to do, because an Empress cannot attach herself to a negative King of Wands. An Empress can only attach herself and be attracted to an Emperor. The Tower, the Star. See, look at, okay, he's also bringing this out, so give me just a second to be able to do that. The Tower in Psalm 119 is the pay, and it's really like the mouth in which you pay as you eat it, whether it's 5D or 3D. And then it's going to send up to that 17, the Star. Well, the Star is being the fish hook and the Zadi in Psalm 119, because it is divided and pulled up through the soul, up through the body, up through the Tower, up through the flesh, scientific tested, because the Lovers are there. I love that so much. That means that Star is going to come out. Holy shit. Star, Sun, and Moon. Oh my gosh. Look at Star, Sun, and Moon, and there's 6 of Wands behind there. You guys will have mutual balance. You will, for sure. That divine feminine will come in, and that divine masculine's crown is going to be accepted. I mean, look at all three of that is negative. It all needs to be accepted, and then things will be made clear. Behind that moon and behind that 6 of wands, 10 of swords in the negative. Shut up, Lord. You are joking me. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We didn't get the 4, and we didn't get the 3, and we have the 2. We don't have the ace, but we have everything else except Page of Swords, but that's our present moment. The star inside of this masculine is being born anew. And there's so many swords to get through within this feminine side. Oh my gosh. The Magician is here. I love it. 3 of Swords. Oh. And there's that Temperance energy. Here's this Queen of Pentacles. I love it so much. 2 by 2. The star is here. 5 of Wands. All of that strife to fuel that 5 of 2s. Really fuel. 2 of Cups there. What else is this, Lord? Oh my gosh. 2 of Pentacles. But Page of Pentacles would have to be there because of that 11. That Page of Pentacles was there twice. That 3 of Pentacles is there. That makes 5 of Pentacles ascending from that 5 of 2s. 2 of Cups there as well. I love it. Oh my gosh. I love it, Lord. It's just beating this overall power of fear, but it's hard for this Empress because she's not in control of what the masculine does. She can tell the masculine telepathically, just let go, be free, everything will be okay. But he's not understanding yet. He's not quite open to his third eye. He's not quite willing either to accept this spiritual ascension and descension because he's just on this wild ride. We're going to leave that Lover's card out. Actually, yeah, let's leave that Lover's card out. And which one do we want to do for this one, Lord? And then we're going to call it good. King of Wands. Okay. Let's do King of Wands. No. He wants Lovers first. Lovers came first, so we must do that. Well then. 2 of Swords again. We've already had it. We've already seen it. We have already seen it. 4 of Cups. Very funny. There's that missed opportunity, but it's also 2 8 of Cups in between. As out and in. All right, Lord. Okay, let's do this Lover's card one more time. Last final message, Lord. This Lover's card. What is it? 10 of Cups in the negative. It's coming. We saw that wheel. We saw that wheel coming. Yeah, we saw it coming. Your twin flame might be an earth sign because they're very slow, very stubborn. But it's because they truly are investing, and it's because they truly want to do it the right way first. Beautiful. Bottom of the deck. King of Swords. You are joking me, Lord. He just has to come in and say it. And as soon as he comes in and says it and he gets the spiritual backbone, you know, he pulls the sword from the stone and he comes in and speaks, everything will come into place really quick. 33 even. I love that so much. 33 even is 2 lovers. 2 bodies with the power of 3. I love that so much. Oh my gosh. King of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, which is also confirmed. That 4 of Pentacles came back out. That 6 of Pentacles, that equal give and take right there. 4 of Swords. You are joking me, Lord. It's right there. Just in case you don't believe me, it's right here. 4 Swords. Holy shoot. Yeah, and Knight of Cups and Queen of Pentacles. And the Hermit. Yeah, here's just more of this Knight of Cups and the fact that he's willing to go on a broom. Hocus pocus. This 4 of Swords, though, I absolutely love it. Once again, this brings in this 4 of Fours. That 2 of Pentacles is going to change everything around in that earth sign. See, we saw that there already. Or their moon is an earth sign as well. This Lovers, the feminine, her moon could be an earth sign too, because that's how that portal is ascending and descending. However, this earth sign can also have a sun earth, and this Lover's feminine has a moon earth, so that's also why it happens that way. Okay, Queen of Pentacles and the Hermit and the Ace of Wands. We saw those aces. Thank you, Father. All right, we're going to wrap up with this King of Wands, and then we're going to call it a night, and I'm going to go to bed. Let's see here. Lord, let's call upon this new revival, restoration of faith within this masculine DM runner. And this King of Wands with the Queen of the Wands on the inside. But he's waiting for it to come on the outside. But he's waiting for this miraculous sign to communicate when he's the one that's overthinking it. Which is why that Four of Swords needs to come in. That Eight of Swords was already present and they're both telepathically thinking about it. But could you imagine if you both just talked and how much better you would feel? Like finally freedom, right? Okay, let's see this card, y'all. Let's see this card. Eight of Pentacles. He's very ready to invest, very ready to show his growth, very ready to offer something in the meantime. That's exactly where he will be sitting. And that's why that Ten of Cups will be so present. Now, when that Eight of Pentacles is here, that Eight of Cups is there. Well, we already saw that. So that Eight of Cups being transmuted and walked away from within this King of Wands new temperament, this King of Pentacles, the Emperor himself, that Ten of Cups will come in really hot and heavy because that Nine is already there present. And we saw it there with that Hermit energy. Well, then this Eight of Pentacles, 2 by 2, is going to go to 10 of Pentacles, which is on the right back side of that card. So thank you, Father, for being truthful and consistent and having my back. Let's check the bottom. Queen of Swords. Oh, Lord. Look at this. 2 inner children coming together and balanced within those 2 of Swords there, because 4 is really the power of 8. Well, 6, but 4. The 6 has to be there. So now this Queen of Swords is meeting this King of Swords, which means that in the future paradigm, what's to come is the King and Queen of Cups. That 10 of Cups right there, I would have to bring it first. And then the King and Queen of Pentacles, which would have to bring it then. Very much mutual. Very much mutual. And God is ready to bring it forward. This masculine just needs to chill out. 10 of Pentacles. You are joking me, Father. Oh my gosh. I love it so much. Here's the 10 to start again. Break it off, start again, break it off, start again. But it's finally just going to continue cycling through the laundry, the dishes, that type of thing. And that 10 of Cups is going to come in with that 10 of Pentacles. So everything that you've ever wanted, both of you, wish fulfillment, everything that you've always thought about, even telepathically, even just by yourself in these fantasies, that would never happen. We're too off. That would never happen. We're too toxic. That would never happen. We're not meant to be together. Bullshit. 10 of Pentacles. Prince of Wands. That Page of Wands. Absolutely. Coming back. Starting anew with apologies. Yeah. That Temperance card came out again. Yeah, here you go, honey. Here I am to restore us anew. I'm so sorry, and you need to say sorry too, but let's just talk about it. I ain't gonna be mad about it. Things ended for a reason, but I'd like things to begin again. And here's my temperament. I found my balance on land and water. You helped me get there because I couldn't have done it without you with this fuel on the inside of me, and I knew that you were there helping me the whole time. So now I really just want to change things. You know, I want to give you my power and my equal give and take within that 6 there, like we just talked about. And I'm coming in with true messages of love because you are my queen. I mean, we've been talking about that, right? And now here I am to offer you and mirror you exactly how this queen would be mirrored. 2 of Swords again. Shut up, Lord. 2 of Swords and that 9 of Swords. But that's 11 of Swords. That Page of Swords is getting that re-temperament. Wow. Love you. Wounds into light.